Yes, it's Boebert with House Bill 8 million, blah, blah, 721. She's holding the Biden administration accountable and where they have to start calculating the inflation cost of his pork that he keeps giving away. And look, Diesel is here. Doo-doo.
I rise in favor of H.R. 347, the Rein-In Act. And I do think that it is very rich that my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are talking about regular order all of a sudden. My first 2 years in Congress, there was no such thing as regular order.
This is true. The Republicans were completely wiped out of their ability to respond to the kind of money raises. They were just cut out of the debate. They would just pass the legislation without debate.
In fact, I served on the Budget Committee, and we passed 2 budget reconciliations on the House floor. They passed 2 budget reconciliations on the House floor without it going through committee, completely bypassed committee. First one was $1.9 trillion. The next one, $700 billion.
This was the spendiest years of a presidency in our history. Of course, inflation's going up, our spending is going up. Trump spent a lot of money too, so I'm not giving him a pass. But Boebert, by the way, is referring to, when she's pointing across the Democrats, she's pointing at AOC.
You know, really all it was the Green New Deal. Just real quick, hurry up, get it to the floor. We got to spend trillions and trillions of dollars.
Where they claim to spend it on infrastructure, on lowering Medicare costs, and really the Green New Deal, it was a bunch of pork. It was blown money. We have nothing to show for it still.
With this Rein-In Act, this bill will hold Joe Biden accountable for his reckless spending. His administration will be required to publish the inflationary impact of executive orders before enacting them. My constituents are struggling to deal with disastrous effects of Bidenflation. Under 2 years of one-party rule, Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi unleashed a record inflation crisis on the American people that has decimated their bank and retirement accounts, increased gas prices to record levels, raised utility bills, drove up grocery costs, and made it harder to live for the people in my district, Colorado's 3rd district, and all throughout this great country.
By the way, this does not change the actual amount of money that Biden can spend. It just demands transparency. So all it says is they have to make a new calculation for the possible impact on inflation. It's transparency. Who can possibly be against this?
The primary root cause of this record-breaking inflation was trillions of dollars of wasteful federal spending. In Joe Biden's first year in office alone, he issued more executive orders than any other president in my lifetime, costing taxpayers. The American people said loud and clear last November that enough is enough. They have empowered this new majority to demand transparency by revealing just how much Biden's executive orders are costing American families and small businesses.
Once again, Boebert, here's McCarthy's people here, through his leadership, kicking butt, making transparency, and we're all for that. If you think this transparency might get Democrats to lower spending, let me know in the comments below. Will it slow things down? Transparency, once we have to know what the inflation cost is of the money Washington spends. Will it help? I'm Doug in Exile.